Good evening all you beautiful people. Out tonight, Monday night, off to do a little solo camp in a cave. Well, 3 caves, kind of. It's called 3 Bears Cave. Looking forward to this one. Just me, doing a bivy bag camp. Not got much planned content wise, but sometimes the best trips are without planning. We'll see. Watch this to be crap now. Just about the end to the woods properly, but thought I'd show you a part of the sculpture trail. How good is that? Hey, dude. I'm assuming some sort of wizard. Fantastic though, isn't it? Even done a tear in his hat. How clever is that? Amazing. Well, this one seems a bit, I don't know, a bit morbid. 2 naked ladies hugging a boar. And at the other end of this woods, the complete opposite end to where I started, you've got Castle Coch, which I believe is the youngest castle in Wales. Don't quote me on the date it was made, but not many decades ago. And they've got a cafe inside. You do have to pay to enter the castle to get to the cafe, but the parking there is free. All parking in this woods is free. But if you don't want to get a coffee there, I highly recommend a little gem, and it's called Forest Cafe. There's a cafe in this woods, sort of dip down that side, and they've got peacocks there and chickens, and they do a fantastic coffee there. In fact, it's the best cappuccino I've had in all of Cardiff, and their breakfast is bang up good as well, and they use the eggs from the chickens. Very reasonably priced. Can get a bit busy, but it's all pretty much outside seating. They do have indoor seating as well, with log fires for the winter time. Look at that, that's amazing. They've carved 3 trees and a deer. Oh, and look, and a bear. That is fantastic. So you can see, here's your wizard. Yeah, you still got a lot of people in this woods. Let's have a look. Ah, look at that. That's amazing. Quite big. It's quite a decent shot of that. Right, I'm getting out of here because there's too many people on this path. Right, see you in a bit. Don't know if you can hear that, but there's a kid singing. If I hear that tonight, I'm going to shit myself. I honestly don't think there's anything scarier. My wife will vouch for me for this because I've said it my entire life. Imagine a young girl's voice in the woods at night. A little giggle. Oh, nah. This is the 3 Bears Cave. There's a nice little picture there, look. There's Castle Coch, going up for Forest Fowler. there's Three Bears Cave. So give you an idea, that takes you up into the valleys towards Pen y Fan at the A470, and then down that way is to Cardiff. And basically this cave is not a natural cave, it is man-made. They used to mine for iron ore, and the whole roof of this cave system just collapsed, exposing the caves. So you are supposed to stay away from it, in all honesty, as you can see. But that is where we're going. I gotta find somewhere to set up my tent and have a camp, not tent, my bivy bag, and have a camp down there. So hopefully right, I'm gonna have to do a bit of a climb, I think. If they don't want to come in, they should make these. So this is, like I said, it's an old iron ore mine. They used to allow you to walk down here. Smell cannabis. These feel a lot more rotten than they were. So you can see where the roof of this one just completely fell and caved in. In all honesty, now I'm here, it doesn't feel the safest being under here. But I'll get my torch out and we'll have a look. Right, so I've got my O light out to help show this in better light. I've also got a light in the wall there just to help. Now I gotta decide if this is the least dodgy because most of the roof is already caved in, or is it definitely dodgy because we know the roof does cave in and there's still some of it left. And obviously being a hand dug rather than a water dug, and right, that goes down quite deep, and then you can see the old steps, so I'll go down it a little bit as far as I can go. I know that this goes down about 50 meters from what I've read online, and they did film Doctor Who and Merlin around these parts. Now, in all honesty, I don't feel too safe going much further. You can see the end of it there, it's all filled up with debris now, but it used to go a lot further down. In all honesty, you can see that floor there. I don't really fancy walking over that, it's all slippery mud. No one knows I'm here, well, a couple of people know I'm here, but they won't know I'm dead or broken ankled for a few days, so I'm not going to go down to by there because it's just daft. I'm not that desperate for content. I don't know. So I think looking back, this is probably the cave that I will camp in, and I'm going to try and deck this all out with some lights tonight so it'll just look a bit nicer. But I've got to stay away from this end because, let's just face it, it's just not safe, is it? Tell you what, I love this O-light torch. It does a great job. Well, I can definitely smell cannabis, so someone's been down here doing what they do. I'm liking it. This will be my home for the night. The only problem is I do have to figure out where to put my bivy bag because everything is quite squelchy. But I'm thinking by here. I mean, How safe is it? I don't know. But I can only go by this. I was going to say there's very few rocks, but if that one landed on my head, yeah, I would definitely be a goner. But as for now, I'm going to sit down, have a beer, because this woods is still filled with people. Well earned. I'll just show you these other two shafts. Quite quick. I don't know why, but this one for some reason just gives me the willies. I don't mean like spooky willies, I just mean like imminent death. Well, it looks like there's a used adult nappy by there, and I'm fairly certain it's an adult nappy because I see infant ones every day and it ain't that big. So that's a strange one. Right, so I just came up from down in the caves to have a bit of a scout around. Just well, have a scout around. Pretty much clear that with what I just said. I'm not going to walk on that path there because I know that's an overhang with very little earth underneath it, and yeah, I don't want to fall down, but I also don't want to bury my kit because it's all down there. You've got to be careful walking along the top of here because well, there's holes going in through the cave roof. Right, before it gets too dark, I just wanted to say the giveaway we did last week. Obviously, you probably heard by now that Kerry from Tea in Valhalla won that. Great guy. And Kat, well, she's not a guy, obviously, she's a great girl, lady, woman. I didn't mean to sound like a question mark. I know she is in fact female, but whatever she wants to brand herself is fine. So well done. Some good random selection of beers to go through tonight. I've only bought 4 because I haven't got many hours up here. Brewdog Lost in Mango. This is a lager with mango in it. It's absolutely stunning. It's got this Cali Gold, which I just, for some reason, I really like the label, the can, and that's from 7th Sun Brewery. I did have one of them yesterday, and in all honesty, that's also 6.5. I got this one, the Funky Fluid Over and Out. I was a bit apprehensive about drinking this one at first because I've had 2 of each of all these, and it turned out to actually be really, really nice. Didn't really taste OT, so I'm not really sure what that's about, but again, 6.5. And then this is actually my least favourite, but it's the Brewdog White Space. It's the Belgian, New Wave Belgian wit apparently, but it's a wheat beer. So I can open a can with one hand and film. Cheers guys. Right, it is starting to get darkish now, so I haven't got a huge amount of light left before I'm going to have to start lighting all my candles up and things. But I said on the last video, the 100 subs giveaway video, that I was going to basically give a shout out to a channel that I've been watching or really love each week or each time I make a video. Well, this week's shout out is going to go to none other than Chris from The Height of Life. His channel is awesome. His videos are really well edited. The camera he uses, I think he told me it was the GoPro Hero Black something or other. They pop out of the screen. This looks flat what I'm filming on here. Go and have a look at his footage if you don't already subscribe to him. Fantastic imagery, goes to some brilliant locations. Highly recommend his channel, and he's a lovely fella too. Sorry, it just sounds like there's someone walking up there all the time, but I think it's squirrels throwing acorns at me or something. Which I have actually been attacked by squirrels with acorns before, and they got a hard throw, I tell you, honestly. Burying nuts my ass, use them as weapons. Anyway, yeah, so that's Chris, The Height of Life. Please check his channel out. Link will be below that way in the comments section. Have a look. Like I said, great guy, great channel, fantastic imagery. Well worth a look, especially if you want to go up north. Have a look up there, see what they do up there. Beautiful place. Right, that's for you, Chris. Catch you later. I've retreated to my cave a minute. I don't know if you can hear it, but there's quite a few people around. The camera can't focus on me. There we go. Yeah, I've come to the cave a minute because somewhere. I just don't want to get seen. I really don't want to be seen. Got quite a lot of people nearby now. It's not turned out to be the fun adventure I wanted so far. I got a guy who's constantly telling his dog to sit. He must have told him about 30 times to sit. And it'll be funny, but if your dog doesn't know to sit on the first 2 times or something, you clearly haven't taught him it. He's still saying sit. Sit. Right, so I just basically had the fright of my life. I was just sat down on the rock. Hang on, let me turn my torch on. I was just sat on my rock by there. Oh, hang on. And just heard an almighty bang from behind of a rock falling in the very back. And it's really sort of really put me off from camping in there now. I just had I got an 11-month-old boy at home. I'm not willing to risk that. That's proper shaking me up. He was nowhere near me, don't get me wrong, but yeah. So my choices are to either bivvy out down here on the ground, but then I am quite exposed to I'm just down in a hole, I can't see anything or anyone come in, or I pack up, do a quick recce around somewhere and try and find somewhere I can camp in the woods. I have to sleep somewhere. Right, so I'm climbing back up the bottom staircase and I just saw this horseshoe fungus. Looks like a nice clean one as well. Look at that. Another one there. Beautiful. Right, so goodbye caves. I feel like I've dodged something bad there. But now I'm in a whole new world of trouble in the sense I gotta find somewhere else to camp. So I'll get back over this fence. Bear with me. Now, this is something which I don't recommend people do. Change your camping location in the middle of the night without doing a recce. So right now I genuinely have no idea of where I'm going to be able to camp. Right, so I made it over the fence. There you go, there's the fence there. So I'm now in the field. There's proof, there's my feet in the field. I'm going to keep my torch off now though, because I really don't want to be seen. I have no idea if this is near a farmhouse. Or, you know, there could be 20 rampant bulls in this field for all I know. I appreciate that you can't see much, but hopefully you can just enjoy this wonderful view whilst I talk. Yeah, there's livestock down there, I can see them. So, sure it is. Oh, that's cool. An owl carved out of wood. And I'd like to say some sort of eagle, maybe. Yeah, eagle. It's starting to get a little bit annoying now because I really do need to find a place to camp. Right, so good news is I found my spot. So I've just been walking from that direction, parallel to the field for ages, looking for a spot just like this. So, easy entrance, yeah, but I'm going to block up this bit here with some vegetation now. I just put that stick there, and then I'm just going to put my bivvy across by here. So dead ends, all bushes behind me, fence on this side. I'm happy with that. For now I'm going to set my chair up by here with my cooker, put my bacon and sausages on because I really need them, and then while they're cooking I'm going to chop some ferns down from around by here just to block that off and give myself a bit of room. When you're camping out at night in a bivvy bag, especially mine's an open face one, it's not a hoop bivvy bag, I bought my open face one, you have got to contend with these guys. So if you've got a fear of them, I mean that's not a bad size, if you've got a fear of them, then an open face bivvy's not for you. Right, I'm gutted. Brought my gas, brought my cooking stove. Brought my gas, brought all my cooking kit. Forgot the stove. Luck is kind of going against me a little bit. It's 9:30 now. This has turned into a shit camp. But I'm seeing it through. I'm sorry it's not in the cave. I realised it's like 9:45. Hang on. Oh, turn my phone off. Yeah, it's quarter to 10. I'm not even that hungry. I've kind of gone past it, so I'm not even going to bother cooking my sausages and bacon. Hoping that they'll be okay in the morning. Don't know. Might be a bit too warm tonight for them to be okay, really. I just can't be arsed. Can't be arsed. I'll be going to bed in an hour, I expect, anyway. Sorry, this has turned out to be quite a poor video. And I haven't even edited yet, and I can just tell. Probably going to have to hang my bacon and sausages up somewhere so I don't get anything nibbling around me at night. Let's see if I can do that. Right. Just hang it up there tonight. Next, we'll go for the Cali Gold. 7th Sun. Cheers, y'all. Oh, I heard something then. I thought you didn't like sniff or something. Don't listen to your parrot. What the fuck was that? Like a scream thing. I don't know what to say about that. That was a bit weird. Oh well, if worst comes to worst, I got my my saw and my Bear Grylls knife down there, so I should be able to fend off something, maybe, possibly. I bought a load of lights to decorate the cave, which obviously I didn't get to do. So I did this. I've got another 7 of these I can put up, but they're just candles in bags. Got my backlights there, lanterns on there, and I put my little tarp there just to block that way off a little bit from my bags of rubbish. So, just going to try and block this up a bit here. Don't think you'll be able to see me really, but I'll just film it anyway. Don't need the saw. Right, so unsure of how much I just filmed. I just built this little wall here. It's not to keep light out or anything, it's just to stop anyone coming in. There's only those like 4 or 5 branches that I grabbed from over there, and I've cut some ivy off here and just draped it over to blend in a bit. Like I said, it won't stop the light of these, but these are only going to be on for another half hour or so while I'm up, and obviously I'll blow them out when I'm done. And then I've just hooked this tarp up properly by here to cover this side, and I got some sticks in place there just to stop anyone walking if they had to. I'm looking over and peeking at me. Other than that, I'm all ready to pretty much put my bivvy down by here where I'm stood and just relax and enjoy. Like I said, I will wait to put my bivvy up until the very end of the night, but these are lovely, these candle things. So I know you guys can't see much, but if I shine a torch, that's my little setup. I'll have more than enough room for me to lie my bivvy there with the bugs and the spiders and beetles. That's those sticks on the other side I just showed you. You can't see the tarp because it's blocked off. No one can see my lantern glowing, by the way, because the tree is blocking it. And there's the wall. Right, so I thought, I've never had bacon jerky before, so it's always been beef for me. So I thought I'd give it a try and let you guys know what it's like. Well, yep, it looks awful, in all honesty. But down that. Well, that's good. I mean, that looks like a pig's ear, doesn't it? A raw pig's ear. Oh, I just ran overboard, dropped a bit on the floor. Here we go. So we got a nice moon shining down. Set my bivvy bag up. It's 11 o'clock in the night. I'm spent, I'm done, so I'm just going to set the camera up somewhere.
definitely almost ready for bed now. Just gotta blow up my pillow. So, it's a military issue apparently from I don't know, 20 years ago. It was gifted to me by an old friend of mine who I used to work with. His name was Steve as well, and he used to be in the army, so he gave it to me. It's like 100% waterproof. It's just brilliant. It's never let me down. Probably used it, I don't know, 7, 8, 9 times. And then I've got my gear top bivi tent, which I've used a lot more. So it's going to be nice to use this. I haven't noticed a lot of spiders, a lot of beetles, so I might get woken up with an itchy nose in the night, but you know, that's part of it. Right, so I'm nice and tucked up in my I don't know if you can see it, I'm in my bivy bag. What I gotta do is pull the door shut, tighten the cord, and I'm in. Good night for now. I'll see you in the morning, and hopefully it'll be won't be a long sleep, so I'll be up in 5 hours. It's 12 o'clock now. Morning. Wasn't really asleep, if you can't call it that. But it was something. I've got a huge amount to pack up now this morning, so. But I have got to get back. It's 10 to 6. There's my view. That's the wall I made yesterday. I gotta get up. Right, let's do it. So I think I was right not to camp in that field because it's full of horses. Right, let's get packed up. Right, I'm all packed up. I'm going to leave this temporary little wall there because why not? It's doing no harm. LNT, all that. Just going to move these 2 sticks so I can get out of here this morning. And walk my way out. Right. About half a mile walk to get back to the car.